1 o'clock here where I live. So I decided to add this in the times that I can't play online. So here we go. So we're going to play the Outback Tycoon, and we're going to play the premiere of Western Australia. You can see our symbol there, the native animal of a Shelby or something. I'm sure it has an unusual name. Anyway, so this basic game type is for it's just like a land grab. It's not a typical civilization. You don't war. You don't have the same kind of research technologies. So you just kind of face off against each other. And we'll cut back and cut back in when it starts. All right, so you can see here kind of our benefits. If you are playing this on Deity, I do recommend you take the state of Western Australia, which I know nothing about. And it's because this scenario is about land grabbing, and Western Australia gains additional titles from settling cities. So that's going to be a real bonus right there. And then they have the land down under, which is a typical. This is the standard bonus that Australia gets in campaigns. So they get extra housing for being on the coast, and we'll walk through it if you've never played before. And they do get outback annexation. So anytime I build a district, it's going to improve, and we get the outback station. All right, so we're going to cut back when the game starts. All right, and we've started. So this is my guide, and hopefully I'll actually beat it. I have beaten it before. So as Western Australia, we want to look for the place that's going to give us the most amount of forest because we're going to be able to use that. So we're just going to take a quick little look around the map. We have the time, and a lot of money is going to gain from these resources. So I'm thinking that the best spot is going to be up here. So let's go ahead and look. So we got a few turns to look around, and we want to find a heavily forest area. And then our first settlers are going to appear. So we got to keep looking around. Let's just move up a little briefly. There's nothing. This area is looking somewhat potential because it has some forest. We have some luxuries there. But let's keep looking. We have the turns. All right, and we're moving on. I'm hoping this spot right here because we see that there is a river. So I'm hoping now there's no forest there though. So let's just keep moving on and up. I don't know why I love this scenario so much. This might be a potential spot right there because we have a river, so we're going to get extra housing. So we only have 10 turns left, so let's go ahead and move up a little bit here. So we got some forest, that's good. Iron, that's very positive, so it's looking good for us. I don't see anything that looks like it's going to be foresty. So it looks like our best bet is going to be starting right there. So let's go ahead and get our guy. And let's move him back and over here. And let's hope for the best. All right, so we got our first seller, so let's go land. All right, so this actually worked out okay for us. We got some luxuries, we got some citrus. We're doing okay. And so let's just go inland and start exploring. All right, so now we started, and we're gonna found the great city of Perth. One of the cities I actually know in Australia. So first thing we want to get the harbor out and running, because this scenario is going to be all about harbors. And we want to make sure that we click down here and we want production up high as possible. And let's go ahead and get ourselves, we don't have irrigation and we don't have mining yet. So let's get the fishermen up and running so we can start grabbing things we need. And let's grab that fish. And let's just double check that they're on what we want. So he's grabbing production, so it's all looking okay. And I first recommend getting cartography because at the end of cartography, you do get a settler, I believe, and you can survive getting across the wasteland. And anything else? Yeah, let's just go for cartography and go for penal colony because you can't trust those Australians. And now we just start looking, and we do want to get another explorer up right away. Let's get rid of all this. All right, so we have a fisherman. Shut up, you. We do have a fisherman. We can start getting that up and running. And let's go ahead and put, let's just do a fisherman for one more because we're going to have another city real quick. And let's go ahead and, oh, shoot. Let's turn the yield icons on so we know where to start. And our second settler. So let's look for a good spot. We want it somewhere on the coastline that's going to have a lot of resources and preferably a lot of trees. So I'm thinking we might have to come out and over. So I'm liking this spot over here. If I can land here, I can grab all this land. Or we can try moving inland. Let's move inland for this guy here, and we'll save it for later. All right, so now we want to do sheep rearing, and we'll get that up and running. All right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and get our trader up and running, and that's going to be because of our second town. He should be done by the time we settle our next town. And oh, still working there. Now, Australia does change every time, so the coast remains the same, but the inside of Australia changes. So you still have to explore. All right, we got that going. All right, we don't worry about you yet, and let's go ahead and settle here. So now that we have our domestic route, let's go ahead and get it going. And let's see, production, and let's go ahead and get one last fish going. And all right, so we need that last explorer. And over here, let's go ahead and start getting some farmers rolling. All right, oh, we did forget to do this. Let's go ahead and click on increase production. And our explorer still can't move, which is unfortunate for us. All right, so we have our other explorer, and let's send him out because we want to look for another coastal line to start grabbing. So Western Australia, farming the north end here. So we can't really do much with our farmers other than make just farmland. And we don't quite need it yet, so let's go ahead and get that lighthouse. It's going to give us food and housing. And now that we have a little road here, all right, so we're going to run along. And oh, this might be a decent spot for a future because it has the oasis and it has some trees and it has some floodplains, so that's going to be a good spot. By good spot, it's a relative term. So let's get some grazers out there because we do have some horses. Oh yeah, this is looking like a much better spot. So let's go ahead and explore that. For our civic, we want to go ahead and start looking at the gold rush because that's going to give us like 3 settlers off the bat. And this guy, oh, there we go. Now he can finally move. So let's get him moving. And we do have him. And let's see. Now that we got that, we need some grazers. And let's look at what we have here. So let's go ahead and have him work on another farmer. And let's move it on to the next term. So with him, we just want to keep exploring until we find some gold and sheep. So we got 1 sheep revealed. Or maybe we revealed 2 sheep already. So let's keep looking. We got gold revealed on the map. That's good. And we can't do anything. We can start clearing forests, which is good, but we want to save it till we can get banking. And we do need some irrigation. Let's go ahead and work on irrigation because we have a lot of citrus around us. And let's keep on chugging. And let's just sleep you until we get something useful, what we need. All right, and we have our grazer. Let's go ahead and send him down to the horses. And then up here, we are going to want to grab a shipyard, and we can take him and we can put him on that forest. And let's just keep on chugging. All right, and with him, now that we want to follow this kind of river path and see if there's any good spots for us. Our explorer has been returned to near city, and we don't need grazers anymore. We are building a lot of farmers. Let's start getting farmers up and running. And we have 2. So let's get him out into the water because this scenario you're going to be faster on the water. And then for our other guy, we could go over here. This isn't a bad spot because we have a lot of resources and they're going to help us in the late game. All right, so now let's switch over to Crown. And with this guy, we just want to find the other civilizations because that's going to allow us for trade towards the end of the game. because the trade is going to make a big difference for how we do. So we got our farmer. Let's go ahead and pop this guy over. Oh, not the farmer. Shoot, I meant the grazer. There we go. Pop that grazing down. And with him, we want him to come all the way down here. And with him, we want him to go ahead and pop right here. And that's going to allow us to get everything we need. And then this guy, looking like our best bet, is going to be right. Yeah, let's go right there. All right, so he's up and running. And let's just go ahead and start spamming out farmers while we have that civic going. And that's going to help us a little bit too. So, all right, so now we're going to start identifying cities for later in the game. All right, so that's nothing important right now. So he's gotten that. Is there anywhere else that we can use him for ranching? Not quite yet. So let's go move this farmer down here. Oh, God damn it. So, I hate when Civ does this. All right, so he's just going to sleep until we need him. Or we need to put him right there. And let's pop you right there. And once again, we need the harbor up and running. And we can take them and we can move him down there. And let's get this. Looks like we're doing all right. So Explorer, we need to get you down onto this coastline here. So let's just move him out because we do need him to find that wonder. I don't remember what it's called. It's an aboriginal mountain. I know they consider it holy, but I just don't know what it is. So I guess I'm just ignorant. All right, so we're about to get our citrus fruit up and running. So let's go ahead and just have them sit on the citrus fruit. We're going to found the great town of Albany, which is a great city. And now that we have Albany up and running, make sure we hit production and let's switch over to another farmer. And we're doing okay. So this explorer, keep running along the coast. All right, so Queensland. Okay, so Queensland's built a harbor. That's great. Way to go, Queensland. Way to be somebody. All right, so he just skips this turn. All right, so we're about to have a harvest. So let's shift this over to pastures. Let's have him move down here. And this farmer can just hang out right here. And all right, so what do we got going on here? Looks like we're doing okay. We can get one more, or not. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. All right, and it's another turn past. So our explorer lost some movement. That's okay. It don't matter. All right, so now we got some food going. Let's go ahead and start. You really want to start yielding forest. So that's going to start getting the cities up and running. Let's pop that. And research. All right, so we need to get mining up and running because we have all these mine sites. And we get some more trade going. And then over here, what do we have? We have some stuff. So let's go ahead and get a lighthouse because we're going to use this farmer just to keep on building up Albany. We want Albany up and running as fast as we can get it. And we have a unit that hasn't moved yet. And let's start trading our citrus with someone. See if we can get anything going. So we have citrus. Whatever. I'll take the cash. I should have just asked for 100 gold, but that's fine. And let's talk to the Premier of South Australia. And let's see if he'll give us anything. So, can you give me 100? Oh, he'll only give me 46. That's fine. We can start using the cash though. So now that we got a little bit of extra cash, we can take that cash and we can convert it over to useful items. So let's actually, let's just go ahead and buy that guy right there. And here, let's just switch this to another farmer. All right, an explorer has lost one movement permanently. That's fine. We've unlocked the colonial government, so we're no longer prisoners. We want the domestic trade, and we want the colonial architect. So now that we actually have some resources running, we're going to be okay. So let's run down to this forest to clear it. And then once again, we just want to keep on chugging through. And let's go ahead and grab the lighthouse. And then this farmer can move up here. And now we're connecting. Let's go ahead and connect to, let's just connect to Albany. And we'll be all right. All right, so we got our next settler here. So let's have him pop out. And we're going to settle right over there by the wine. And he's doing good. So let's get him back up and running. And we have one pasture. We're about to have two pastures, three. All right, so we're doing okay. So everything's what we want. Let's go ahead and pasteurize this. And let's go ahead and get another one rolling there. And we do have a farmer here, and we're going to send that farmer along with this guy. And while we're doing that, is we're going to take this farmer, we're going to run it along with this settler because we want that city up and running as fast as possible. And let's go ahead and get a last trading route up and running. And for over here, let's get, oh gosh, I don't even know right now. Let's go ahead and grab, I guess, a grazer. He can be okay. It's not super critical what we need. Oh, that's not where we want to move. We want to move right. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And this explorer, let's just have him run down here. It doesn't really matter where. He needs to run over. Does anyone have anything of use? Not yet, but we can use him to clear stuff out. So let's have him run over here. And then let's build that lighthouse. And let's have him get that shipyard up and running. So it looks like we're going to be good. And let's see, we got some trading posts completed. That's good. That's what we want because later in the game we want to be able to reach out and touch the AI. All right, so we're doing good. Explorer's been killed. That's great. Lovely. All right, so we're going to build that lighthouse. We're going to have him run along here. I guess let's just have you just pop right there. And you can just kind of hold tight. And over here, we're going to get that shipyard up. Let's go to Tuye, wherever that place is. Let's go ahead and grab that. And he's going to run over there. And once again, we're just going to keep clearing as we get Albany up and running. And let's have you go up there to clear. And we need you to run along here to help him out. All right, so it looks like we're doing good so far. We're only at 20 gold a turn, but we're going to be okay. So we have a Eureka moment, which is fine. And let's grab banking because those commerce hubs are going to be very critical in the late game. And then over here we're good. So let's get the prospector and let's start collecting all these goodies. And let's go ahead and build the city here. There we go. So now we got some useful stuff out of it. And of course, like always, we're going to build up a harbor. Actually, let's build a harbor right here. And we can build a commercial district right there. We're going to wait for you. And let's go to Geraldton. I hope I'm saying these places right. And let's have you shift over there. And you can just wait. Let's build that harbor. Yeah, I guess we can just run over there. All right, so we got him. Actually, let's grab you. Boom. And skip a turn for you. And there we go. So it looks like we're going okay. And we don't have a trade route yet, so let's just keep on chugging. And let's build one more prospector, and we can send him south. So we got more luxuries online. And this grazer can... let's have him shift out over there. And this place can build another farmer. We can get the farms up and running. Let's get those lines online because if our cities are happy, we're going to be happy. Let's forget about you and forget about your turn. And let's go ahead. We can clear. We can get more food. That's going to get Tuye up and running, which is going to be good. Actually, we can grab you. We can run you to the forest there. And that's going to be good for us. All right, so we got enough money that we can buy another little helper guy. Are our explorers dead? They sure are. We really need to get one more explorer out there. I don't want to have to spend the money, but we kind of need one out there just to look around. And let's go ahead and grab another farmer. So you're going to run over here. And then you're going to run down to the silver mines. And then let's go ahead and use you to pop up this settlement there. And then you have already built the structure there, so we're going to have you come down and help out Geraldton. And all right, so we're going to skip one more turn with you. And we got that grazer up and running, so let's pop the grazer right there. Okay, so our explorers suffer damage again. Because of course they do, right? Of course they do. And now we're going to get the engineering up and running. Over here in Albany, let's get that commercial hub. And this is why I did it, because you see that big old fat 8? That's going to be money in the late game. So let's have you run along this way. It looks like Southern Australia is moving up into my territory. Let's skip you. And let's go ahead and have you pop that. We need another commercial hub, and this is going to be our best bet here for 4. Let's go ahead and, we got the quarries up and running, and now let's get that harbor up and running. And we need that lighthouse. Over here, we got the silver mines up and running, that's good. And then I guess for you, let's just keep on exploring. Oh, I made a mistake there. Let's go ahead and pop over to pastoral leases. We need that. We know we need that commercial hub. There's a 5 there, so let's pop it on that 5. And then over here, let's get trade running. In Albany, you need a farmer so we can keep kind of struggling, or not struggling. We can keep on kind of force building things to you. So let's get the shipyard. That's going to give us production and gold. The nature of winning this game is all gold. So let's just keep on rolling. Skip, and we're waiting for that commercial hub. And bam, we got that commercial hub. The leftover hammers are going to pop over to that marketplace. And this farmer is there anywhere good for him? Is there any really good spots for him? Not yet, but we can come over here and clear that up and make our cities a little bigger, a little faster. And we have all this going, so let's get that strategic resource. And with you, we want you to run over here and build that quarry. All right, so it looks like everything's doing okay. And next turn. All right, so we got an extra 250 gold because our explorer found it on a corpse. All right, change our policy. Let's take a look. So we're doing production. It looks like everything's going okay. We don't need the grazers, so we're just going to leave everything as is. And now we want to shift over to conservation because the conservationists are going to allow us to get what am I trying to think of? National parks. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, so he's going to clear, build that up. Switch this one over to another. Oh, we got another trade route up and running. All right, so you already got a trade route, so we'll just get that. Let's get you that trader. And this farmer can go ahead and pop down here. And this settler, let's take a look at kind of the area. There is gold and rice down here, which is not too bad. And it will actually help us later in the game. There's not too much else, but this has a lot of forest. So let's run down there. Because the forest is really going to be money for us later in the game. So also, what are we going to do with all these pasture areas? Let's just keep on the that train there. And let's get this to, I guess we can just get this to Albany, because you just kind of need Albany to have a structure. So Albany has the farmer building next turn, so let's get the prospector up and running, and let's go ahead and get the market up and running. And then over here, let's clear it out, get that marketplace up and running. Now that marketplace is up, let's get that bank rolling. And then let's just keep on helping that shipyard get into production. All right, so it looks like we're doing okay. I would really like to find that natural wonder. Our nation is born, so we have a nation now. So we're officially Australia. We're not just a bunch of criminals. All right, so our population's up. We need to go ahead and get industrialization. And we need that before turn 45 because that's when World War I breaks out. And do we need an aqueduct? Not quite yet. Let's go ahead and get the water mill. Right now, it's just all about production as fast as we can go. Now let's move you there. For you, get that up and running. That miner, let's go ahead and get the diamonds. And we want to get more places for Albany. All right, so we're going. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. And let's just go with that for now. Let's get the watermill. It's going to help our production. And then we're going to go with the marketplace there. All right, and now let's go ahead and pop right there. And it looks like we're doing okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the +1 little gears there. So our production. Our explorer took some damage. That's fine. Up here at Perth, Perth has plenty of housing, so let's just get the watermill. And then Fremantle, let's get that bank up and running. And this farmer, get him on there. This farmer, keep on shuttling things to Fremantle. This guy can go ahead and pop over here. Let's see, what can we do with him? Let's pop him down there. Let's have you get up there. And for this farmer, let's clear it out and get places up and running. All right, and we have all those taken care of. So now we're just going to start getting some more farmers up and running. Bam, there we go. That's the one I'm talking about. Uluru. Somebody in Australia, I'm sure, can tell me what it is because I'm terrible with it. And now we need to take our explorer. Yeah, that's fine. We're still good. Let's just leave everything the way they are. And let's take this explorer. And we really need to find out what that city is. And we have a little bit of cash. So we'll wait one more turn and get a naturalist, which will help us kind of get through. And for our civics, let's go ahead and grab the drama. We don't really need it. It's kind of worthless in this. Actually, let's go ahead and build the naturalist there. And we're doing good for housing. So let's grab the bank. And then over here, we can start building up some of these spots here just to have a little bit of production value going. And let's build, we can build 3 little foods here. That will help, that'll help us out. And let's go ahead and get that bank up and running. And let's get you over here to help with this farming community. Can we buy this? Nope, we can't. Can Tuye buy it? There we go. All right, and down here, let's just get a farmer until we kind of see what we're going with. And let's get that bank up and running. Man, the whole time here, you really just want to focus on getting, let's get the flight going. You really want to focus on getting your resources up and running because once the World War I breaks out, we're going to focus heavily on just building the RAF, the defense forces. And that's what's going to help us kind of just get through. So let's see if there's anywhere we can build a national park. So we got 3 slots. Well, we got 2 slots because I'm getting those diamonds. So we have 1, 2, we have 2, yeah, we have 3 slots still. So let's come down here and let's build a national park there. And that's going to give us some money over time. And we got some strategic resources getting online. And let's go over here. It looks like we're doing good. So we're working on flight. And let's get that farm. So now we got a decent little farmstead going. And we really need to find out where this city is because we really need to get a trade route to Adelaide. Okay, so our policies are good the way they are. Let's keep them where they are. And now we want to work on federalization so we can get the extra card slots. And now we do the industrial center. So we want to make sure it's within 6 of our cities. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's drop it right there. And let's build it. Over here, we're going to go ahead and grab. What can we grab? That would be useful for us. Let's go ahead and just grab. Farmers are always useful. When in doubt, farm it out. And so when in doubt, farm it out. It's going to continue. And let's build that workshop because we need the factory that's going to help everyone else out. And for this farmer, let's just go ahead and start farming. Let's get you down there. And let's get you over here. And for this guy, let's have him come down here. Okay, so we got the nationalist. So now we have a first national park down there. And let's go ahead and buy our second national park maker. you can see that we're starting to get a decent amount of income from all our national parks, and we want you to go out to sea. And for you, we want you to come right there. And let's go ahead and get some farms going. That's going to help us out. We want another industrial zone, but that gives us 3. So let's pop it right there. And let's get that factory up line or online. And we got our next city right there. Anything else we need? Let's go ahead and work on electricity. All right, looks like we are good. And where do we want here? We're going to want a commercial hub. Let's pop it right there. And let's buy a farmer to help this place get up and running. We can't afford a farm, so we'll just buy a grazer because we got some spots we can graze. And that'll be just fine. Anything else? Let's go ahead and use you to, well, it doesn't really matter at this point, so we'll just run anywhere. Have you run up and over. All right, so that looks like everything's going okay. And now let's go ahead and pop you down. And let's start getting our factories up and running. So, all right, so this has been about 30 minutes, so I'm going to cut it out here, and we'll rejoin you in a minute. So